I'm trying to get all my boys to pick up the creme de la creme. Why? Because I believe seduction is a way to boost your ego. I really think, I deal with guys that are multimillionaires that really can't get laid. They can because they're spending money. And they know that the only reason women want to be with them is because of their money.
But they're lacking skill. And if they lose the money, and if they lose the car, the house, if they lose all those things, they also lose the women because the women are only there to use them.
And they know that. And the women are sleeping with other guys just like me who they're taking advantage of. It's that simple. And, that's the whole thing. It's not about how much money you can make. And don't let anybody ever sell you on that. All you people out there listening, it's about... life is about procreation. It's about being able to walk into a room and have any woman you want. Because if I offered any of you guys out there that are listening to me right now, think about this for a second. $1 billion. That's your own jet, your own helicopter, your own island. But you could never be with another woman again. Would you take it? Would you take it?
No way.
I would think about taking it. So what's life about? Not how much money you have. Life is about how many women you can get. It's about procreation, experiencing different women. It's about enjoying women. It's about finding the right mate, living to the utmost. Go ahead.
Base philosophy number 10 in my life. I got a book coming out called I'm a Man, That's My Job. Base philosophy number 10. We were born to have sex.
Exactly. Men and women were born to procreate. And the same goes for women. All you ladies out there listen to me, come on, you know who you are. You're just as horny as we are, if not hornier. It's just knowing how to get you to give it up because you have so much choice. And it's such a lucky place to be. And that's where I'm trying to get all my guys to be. Because I'm in that place, and once you go into the light, you can never go back into the dark.
That's right.
It's that simple.
That's right. And I was a bigger loser than you were, dude. Okay? I got stood up at my prom.
Tell me about that.
It was a girl that had promised that we were going to go on a date.
Stood up at the prom.
Stood at the prom.
That's gotta hurt.
Oh, it does. And you don't forget stuff like that.
No, for sure. I mean, that, resonates in you. That just permeates in you. That stamps in you, I mean.
And you know what? I'm glad it happened now because it gave me the pain to move away from. But that wasn't the only thing. I lost my ex-fiancé to one of my best friends.
Unbelievable.
He was writing her love letters while he was there for me, listening to my problems with her.
Nice friend.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, come on, it's bros before hoes. Anyway.
The third thing that happened was that after those two really bad strikes against me, I hung out with a girl for 2 years. And she always told me that she could never date me as a boyfriend because I was of a different race and culture than her.
That's ridiculous.
At the end of that 2 years, she goes ahead and then tells me at about Christmas time, she says, Frank, it's Christmas time, and at Christmas, everybody tells the truth. She tells me she's found herself a boyfriend, and it's getting serious, and that she's going to get married. Now, at the time, I liked her, and I was happy for her. What I didn't like was it turns out that the guy was not the same race and was not the same religion as her. And
she had explained to you that what she was looking for.
Exactly. And when I asked her, why? How did this happen? And I was losing my temper then. She says, I don't know. It just happened.
Yes.
He seduced me.
Exactly.
And that's when I made the decision that I had to become a seducer because the rest of my life doesn't matter. I'm the type of guy that I got awards on my wall. I have degrees. I have times I've appeared in the media. I had all these accolades. You know what? It doesn't mean a thing if you can't just go out there and be with the women you want to be with.
Exactly. It's about eye contact, body language, and how you talk and behave with women. That's what it is. It's that simple.
So that's when I started my journey. I was a complete loser. I went 5 years with no sex, where I was just trying to absorb.
How old were you during this period of time?
I was in my 20s.
20s, 5 years without sex. Oh, dude, I'd hang myself off a balcony. I'm glad to see that you're still here and kicking.
You know what? There were a few times where I didn't think I was going to make it. I mean, in all honesty, especially when I lost my fiance and then that thing with the girl.
And that's crazy, isn't it? And that's crazy, isn't it? That at this day and age, women can have such a strong impact in our lives that it comes down to the point that you're thinking almost about suicide. I mean, socially, you were already dead.
Yeah.
But physically, you're thinking about suicide because you're just so miserable that you don't want to live anymore because of things that are happening. And that shouldn't happen to anybody out there. That's why there are people like myself and Frank here to help you become more successful with women, to help you not get into that place, because you should never, ever have to get into that place.
And there is a value in anybody who teaches this material who comes from that place of pain. There are some naturals out there, and you know what? There are a handful of naturals who are able to articulate what it is they do. And then there's those people who come from a place of pain. No matter where you're at, somebody who comes from that place of pain has been there. We can relate. We can help because we can understand what you're thinking, how you're thinking, and how to change that thinking. Somebody who's always been great with women from day one. doesn't have the ability to relate.
Exactly, because he's never felt that pain.
He just doesn't get it.
Suffering, exactly, because he's always been able to get laid. So for him, it's just natural to him. Right, where other guys like you and I have gone through so much and have been able to make it to this point.
Exactly.
And those are the best people to learn from, if you ask me, because those are the best people that know what it's like. That was the thing with me. I was living as two different people. I was this one fat guy who everybody would just ignore or try to run away from. Then when I lost my weight, I was a really good-looking guy. And I remember one time I was walking into a movie theater with a date. I had just lost my weight. The concession stand was right underneath. So as I'm walking down the steps, for whatever reason, I was 17 and a half at this point. Everybody at that concession stand turned around and looked at me. I was thinking, is there something on my face? Is there something on my shirt? Did I just eat a hot dog and get ketchup all over me or something? I ran to the bathroom to see what it was. There was nothing there. I turned around to the girl that I was with. I'm like, why the hell is everybody looking at me? She turns around and goes, honey, it's because you're really good looking. Oh. And it just blew me away. I had no idea. Yeah. Anyway, Frank, I'm glad you're here. We're going to take some more calls. 416-870-1007. That is my number. Give me a call. Payton Kane in the studio with you tonight. Frank B Kermit joining me here as a guest. Wasting no time, going to Toronto. Bobby's on the line. Hi, Bobby.
Yes.
Oh, no, it's a chick. I love sexy girls. What's up, Bobby girl?
Hi, Peyton.
How you doing, baby?
Good. How are you?
Are you sitting there listening to my show right now?
Yeah.
Are you playing with yourself?
No.
No.
Not a chance.
Don't say, oh, not a chance. Listen to you. If.
Not a chance.
Do you have a question for me, Bobby? You're just calling to bust my
No, I don't have a question.
No, I'm not playing with myself. Anyway, go ahead.
But I want to comment on the guy you were just talking to.
Okay.
He's just repeating everything you're saying.
And?
Does he not, he has no game. He's boasting about how much game he has, and he sucks ass.
How do you know he's got game or not?
I mean, he's boasting about it. That's what he's telling everybody.
Bobby, listen to your mouth on you. What do you think? You're sexy or something?
I know.
Come on, why don't you come pick on someone on your own side, kiddo? Pick on someone on your own side.
I'm not picking on you, because you're good. It's all good. You're good. But that guy, I don't know.
Frank, you have to respond. You can't let Bobby get away with it.
I don't know about that.
Well, here's
Bobby's sexy. As a matter of fact, I know Bobby. Bobby sends me naked pictures of herself every single week. So I know exactly what she looks like, and she's a babe. I'm scared to get involved with her because she's a stalker, but besides that.
You know what, Bobby? I invite you to read my book, Everything Out of Her Mouth is a Test, because that's exactly what you're doing to me. You're just